What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kagurabachi chapter 84. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable well Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content. Because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked summer anime season that's just begun, and it is kicked off with a bang with Takapi's Original Sin. Like, seriously, this is what a manga to anime adaptation should be. And there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, okay, I'm going to just get into this chapter because my thoughts on the previous chapter are up in this first page. So let's get into chapter 84, see what's in store for us today. This chapter is titled The Wounded. Face to face, break the Shinoichi? The ENTEN is the only enchanted blade Rokuhira made after the war, an enchanted blade capable of destroying the other enchanted blades. It's the kind of thing Rokuhira would think of, but get real. It's pure fantasy. Even against Tobimune, you haven't so much as nicked it. So the thing that I like about ENTEN's lore from the last chapter is that it was the thing that cut through Rokuhira's darkness. And he forged it with the person that was his guiding light, the sun. And I really, really like that. But that's another interesting thing, too, is that Chihiro hasn't nicked the Tobimune at all. So, yeah, there's got to be a set of conditions to do this. But there's also, like, something else going on here in terms of the power as well. Like, did Rokuhira incorporate, like, all the powers of the enchanted blades into ENTEN? Because if he did, then, yeah, we might have a one-for-all situation here. Which I will die if we have a one-for-all situation here. Anyways, let's get into the rest of this chapter here. This is just the beginning. You aren't trying to become a swordsman, are you? No, I want to be a swordsmith like my dad. Even if you did have that power, this burden is from the past. It's not yours to shoulder. I'm Kunishige Rokuhira's son. I see. Well, he kind of is, so, like, he kind of is carrying, you know, Rokuhira's burden because he is his son. I mean, yeah, and he's trying to avenge him too, so yeah. But I'm still going to go with my guns. But like I said last chapters, I really wish we had more contrast in these backgrounds because I'd like to see Chihiro cut through the darkness. But it is what it is. I never felt this level of ferocity. This time he's really going for the ENTEN. That's not speed alone. What he just did. Don't tell me. Ooh. It's the same as Crow. Is that a fundamental power of the ENTEN? Or Aka absorbed Tobimune's Crow without breaking the flow. I feel it. How much I'm synced up with the ENTEN. If I can't even scratch the Tobimune with Mr. Samura wielding it, breaking the Shinoichi is a far-fetched fantasy. I'll prove it. Just the sword master and I have to die. It's the best and only way. The ENTEN's power. I'll show you how you can live. Damn it, I really wish we had the contrast in these backgrounds. But God, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, and I know I'm going to get shit for it in my comment section, but I cannot unsee Boku no Hero Academia. I can't. Like, Chihiro is totally giving Deku realness right now. And I can't help but think that the ENTEN really is in a sense, one for all. And that the Shinoichi would be all for one. Oh my God, that's probably it, isn't it? I can do this. This is a joke. Ooh, are you going to teleport again? Enough. Time for you to submit. Ooh. Again, I wish we were getting more contrast with this background, but he hit so hard, but I have to keep going. Ooh. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to wield his blade anymore. Again, it's fantasy. It's over. When Samura wields the Tobimune, he has no blind spots. How do those feathers he uses for detection work? Similar to the ENTEN's goldfish, they can read the shape of anything they touch in minute detail with regards to the surrounding environment. I think they can also detect temperature, sound, and airflow, giving him a natural sense of the space. So, yeah, the goldfish are based off that. Oh my God. This really is. Oh my God, this really is Boku no Hero Academia tease. Holy shit, this is Boku no Hero Academia down. This really is! So if the feathers don't detect us, we might be able to evade him. The Masumi stealth techniques enable us to conceal heat, sound, noise, and hostile energy. We're able to eliminate nearly all traces of our presence to blend into the environment. Even if he could detect us faintly by our physical displacement of the air, without vision for Mr. Samura, the Masumi might as well be ghosts. Dude, this looks sick, I'm not gonna lie. Unless he focuses on us intensely, we can vanish. We'll use that to strike, and disappear. In this battle of enchanted blades, we alone have the power to intercede. Yay, Mori! Aka, Suzaku! Suzaku, I knew it, he's replicating my powers. He's trying to heal, his hand. Suzaku is brand new to him. He can't master the skill instantly. Again, this is like Deku. When a power of One for All manifested, he couldn't master it instantly. It took him a minute. But dude, how did I not think about this? How, like, because Deku had something similar to Chihiro, where he saw, like, all these little things with the quirks, with everyone else's quirks. He was able to, like, kind of process it. Dude, oh my God. I did not think about that till just now. Holy shit. Suzaku is brand new to him. He can't master the skill instantly. That wound took out bone, not just flesh. It'll take 10 to 20 seconds at the very least. The Masumi are trying to buy him time. Why so anxious? Suzaku could heal your eyes. With sight, the Masumi would be powerless against you. Nonetheless, you're afraid to open your eyes to a future in which you go on living. I've already seen... silence! I've already seen. I know what that future looks like. The Masumi are Samura's strongest possible adversaries, but even so, they only managed to hold him for under three seconds, a mere moment. Sorry, no time to heal. No, you're failing to see something important. A mere moment, enough time to regrip the sword. He didn't heal? Oh, he isn't trying to recover. He's pouring it all into an attack. We don't care how slashed up we get. Hold on a second. That blow loaded with all their feelings reaches them. And this is powerful for a couple of reasons. Because, Samura, remember, he's scared of the future. He saw what the future did to Wari. He was scared of it. Scared of her being hurt because of him. And Wari is saying, and also, with the with the sword and with Chihiro like saying, fuck it, I'm not going to heal, I'm just going to keep pushing through. It's like, dude, we know what we have to face. We know it's painful, but we got no choice. We know where we come from. We're just going to persevere and go through it. We know what's to come. We know what we got to face, and we'd rather deal with it head on than run from it, than hide from it. And that's what Iwari is saying too, when she's saying, when Chihiro's saying, we don't care how slashed up we get. I think that's a very powerful thing. But, God, I just can't help but think, if all the powers of the 6 enchanted blades are in Enten, and that's going to be the key to destroying the Shinoichi, as well as, you know, a little special twist. Like, I just can't help but think that this is freaking One for All. Dude, that's the real question. Is Enten like the enchanted blade version of One for All? Like, that's what this gives, especially if the key to it would be essentially neutralizing the power of it. And hell, even the sword master would be the Shigaraki of the situation, essentially. I could see that. I really could. I can freaking see, dude, I could see it down to like Shigaraki's power as well. And even All For One's power is, remember what the destruction All For One did too. Dude, Hokuzono, I think this is a happy accident that this happened. I honestly do think that this is totally a happy accident. I really do. But man, oh god, I could see it happening. Where the Enten and the Shinoichi neutralize each other. They both destroy each other. Like with All For One and One For All. But similar to what we saw with Shigaraki, there's gonna, because the Sword Master closely, because of how powerful the Shinoichi is and that all that negative energy the Shinoichi has, kind of like with All For One and Shigaraki, a part of that evil spirit, that negative energy, is going to be somewhere in his mind, even when the sword is destroyed. Something tells me that that's going to be the case. That this is going to be very Boku no Hero. This is so going to be like Boku no Hero Academia. And there's basically going to be no way that the Sword Master is going to survive. There's no way. Because the Shinoichi he's been corrupted by the Shinoichi for so long that even if you destroy the Shinoichi, that, yeah, it's not going to matter. I could see this being the case. I will not be surprised if this is the case. But the only thing I'm worried about, because let's be real, this is very much a Deku situation here with Chihiro. I did not think about that. How much Chihiro is kind of given Deku in a way. Not the personality wise, no. I'm talking about like a more of an underlying theme. I didn't think about that. With Deku, it took a minute. It took a while for him to master the quirks that were up inside One For All. I really hope it doesn't. I hope that and this is where I'm like, God, this will kind of make Chihiro a Gary Stu if he masters them like instantly. I don't want to see that happen. Nah. Because right now, this has the potential to go in that direction. This really does. Now, if we have the situation where Samura is training him, all right, I'm down with that. Have Samura train him and master, and have Chihiro master the EI purity style. That's fine with me. I'll be down with that. I'll actually be like, okay, if he's got the EI purity style mastered, he'll be able to pick up on different techniques a little bit faster. And I will actually be able to accept it if Samura trains him. I think that's what we're going to be getting, is Samura training him. And I will not be mad at that. I won't. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm very curious what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you guys kind of see where I'm coming from, where this is potentially, it really feels like it, this is potentially an all for one and one for all kind of situation with ENTEN and the Shinoichi. The Shinoichi for me is definitely giving very much a all for one Shigaraki moment. That's what that really is giving. It freaking is. That's what that's giving. But like the ENTEN in its own way, it's very much, for me, it's very much giving like a one for all kind of thing. It does, with Rokuhira being the original one for all. And then the rest of, and then the predecessors, instead of being in like Chihiro's head, like with Deku, they're alive and they're, helping Chihiro along the way. That's what, and like teaching him the different techniques along the way. That's what I see from this. I can see this being the case, but god damn it, like oh god, please, Hokuzono, like don't make it that easy to figure it out. Seriously, don't, like, I know this is a happy accident. This is probably an extremely happy accident. I don't know how, like, as I said, with the Shinoichi and the Swordmaster kind of being like an all for one Shigaraki situation, I am not mad at that at all. That I think is fine. I think that's great, actually. I think that's a great way to go about it for them. But like take it to like a more extreme level. I think that I really think that there's potential with that. I do. But with the ENTEN, the one for all, ENTEN being like one for all, and like having the enchanted and having the enchanted sword blade. Oh my god, having the other swords. Having the other swordsman being like the equivalent to the predecessors in Boku no Hero Academia. There's potential with that, and having Chihiro learning from them, there is potential with that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like the concept of ENTEN neutralizing, obviously it was always going to be ENTEN neutralizing the Shinoichi. Obviously, that's just going to be what it is. But the path to getting there, though, I don't want it to be that simple. I want it to be dark. Because the way that Horikoshi did it, there was it got really dark at times. And I want to see this series get extremely fucked up. Because this series was marketed as a revenge series. So I need to see this series get really, really, really dark. I do. But I'm very curious what you guys think. what do you guys, I need to see the Hishaku. I need to see the Hishaku, like, really, like, go for it more. Like, the Hishaku would probably be, in a sense, like the League of Villains of the situation. And they've done some good stuff, but I need more. I need to see them really, like, disrupt, like, the path that Chihiro was going on. I need to see more of it. That's what I need. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And do you guys think that Samura is going to just go along with this? Part of me is like hoping he will, and the other part of me is like, I don't know. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Kagurabachi content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!